What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a lot of beer on the docket and I'm going to make time for this one because why? It's Arvon and we're diving back into more fresh Arvon beer. It's called the Empty Throne. What is this? I don't know. Let's investigate. I literally just pulled this out of the fridge. Just came into distribution today. Empty Throne, 10.1% ABV, triple hazy IPA with Cryo Simcoe, Cryo Amarillo, and Enigma hops. This is wild. Artist, Brian Artist. That's the artwork. So I've noticed the artwork's gotten a lot better on the Arvon cans, so shout out to them for collabing with these people. They're doing a great job. There is no canned on date, but really, guys, I'm not worried about it because I'm telling you, it just got dropped into distribution. I didn't even know this one was coming. Forgot all about it. It's going to be like $6 or $7 a can because why? Triple hazy, guys. 10% beer, it is what it is. Great can art, and we are going to put it in the hashtag proper glassware. And shout out to Arvon. Guys, I've got like 6 new Arvon beers to review, but unfortunately, time of recording, I've probably already gone to Munster, Indiana and back for Dark Lord Day, so I'm recording this the day before I leave for the weekend to go to Munster, Indiana. I don't know when you'll see this review, but I'm popping this one because she is a big boy. So, she is a big boy. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let's get the pour going. So, guys, if you are watching this, Munster was probably incredible, and I can't wait for the experience that I'm going to share with you guys when I come back from Dark Lord Day. It's going to be amazing. But today, we're talking about freaking Arvon beer. Let's stop talking about Three Floyds. So, I poured it pretty aggressively, really dense head sitting on top, guys. It's that golden haze, but it wasn't as thick as I thought when I poured it. It was a little bit more translucent, maybe, but obviously opaque and dark haze bomb in the glass. Looks really good. There's very low carbonation streaming to the top. And again, just an incredibly dense head sitting there. Wow, triple hazy. So do I like beers like this? Not typically. But when somebody like Arvon makes them, I give them my time of day because they deserve it. They make world-class stuff. I can't say it enough. The more of the world needs to try Arvon beer, so I try to get all that content out so people can see what they're missing if they haven't had these, and if they are drinking them, you can see what I think of them. So let's get an aroma through this thick head, guys. Super citrusy. It smells super hopped up, almost like Hop Slam for a moment. It's got that like just overly honey hopped pine resin, just super resinous green herbaceousness. There's some sort of fruity candied quality, like there's like just a touch of passion fruit, like a little bit of berries, like a medley, just blackberry, blueberry, strawberry. There's heavy citrus, like there's definitely like oily grapefruit, a little bit of navel orange, juicy lemon. But again, that hop profile, super strong, super intense. It lets you know it's hoppy. It's got this nice malty base, that honey malty base underneath everything. This could be an intricate hop bomb. We'll see, guys. 10.1%. Empty Throne. Love the can art. Let's see if I love the liquid. Cheers. Cheers, Arvon. The hoppiness is light, and then it gets more intense, more intense, more intense, and then it just kind of smooths out on the back end. Incredibly smooth profile on the back end for being that hoppy and that hot at 10.1%. They're earthy, soily, pine cone, pine resin. It's all there. It just saturates your palate. There's a little bit of like wet fruity qualities. Again, I think there's a lot of like grapefruit in here. The navel orange is heavy. It's definitely a heavy hitter. There's a little bit of stone fruit, but not as heavy as some of their other offerings. Like sometimes I get like apricots and peaches. There's just a small bit in this. I feel like the citrus overweighs it and outshines it. And I feel like the pine and hop qualities, they're really outshining that middle. And you're kind of consumed with this larger, piney, malty mouthfeel with a little bit of that honey pine resin, guys. Again, reminding me subtly of a beer like Hop Slam, but this has more to it. There's more fruit quality. There's more extravagance in this beer from front to back, but it's freaking dangerously smooth at 10.1. Man, that's why I picked it. I wanted this fresh. I didn't want to piddle around and dance around the bush here. It gets hoppier as I drink it. It gets more pine resin. It's a little bit of dankness. Again, more earthy, floral, woodsy soil. And then it really just saturates your palate. Oily, slick pine resin just saturates your soil. It's, again, like Hop Slam reminds me a lot of like Huma from Shorts. On that back end, just that big hoppy quality with the pine resin and the earthy kind of grainy grass. A little bit of dank, just slight floral notes in there. It's certainly more hoppy and floral than it is fruity. So to put this into something short, the fruity qualities it has are more outshined by the hoppiness, but that's not a bad thing. This is an IPA lover's dream. It feels almost West Coasty on the back end while still being a triple hazy. Incredibly cool, I'd say, and it's super memorable. There's a little bit of dry ethanol-y heat from the 10.1, but it doesn't feel super boozy. Like, it's very airy and fluid on your palate while still being not as bad of a mouthfeel as you would think for this kind of heavy ABV. Like, it flows down like an 8% beer, but you can feel it's got more grit than that. I mean, there is that gasoline-y quality that merges into pine resin and grassiness. But this overall is a fantastic triple. It's just checking all the boxes, guys. I got nothing terrible to say about it. But you have to love IPAs. You have to love a heavy-hitting pine cone, pine resin IPA, and this is checking that box for certain. The more I drink it, just a little bit more floral pops out. Again, I think there's some zesty lemon. There's some navel orange. There's a little bit of like dry, oily grapefruit. Just a touch of stone fruit, but not much because it's outshined by the hoppiness. Where do I put this beer as a rating? It's freaking delicious. IPA lover's dream. I love that it has like almost a subtle hybrid feel. I mean, it feels West Coasty on the back end. Really does. And look it. I mean, okay, 10.1. Buttery smooth and a little bit chewy, but delicious. So rating, got nothing terribly wrong with this. I'm gonna go with, I mean, I wish it was maybe a touch fruitier, but then there'd be more sweetness. So I like that it's dry. I love that it finishes very well as a West Coast IPA. 4 out of 5. It's really good, guys. Like, world-class good. I can't degrade it too much. I can't really ding it too much. It's just not my favorite beer at 10.1. But at the end of the day, fan-frickin-tastic from Arvon, because Arvon does what Arvon does, guys. 4 out of 5. It's been an empty throne. Prost, cheers, Yamas. I hope I'm back from Munster, Indiana. Hopefully I didn't die when I was out there. So we'll hope that I'm back safe, guys. Cheers until next time. See you in the next one.